Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Noita, where I went ahead and just did the first part off camera, so as not to make y'all listen to me yammer through that first couple of areas again. Also, when I'm off camera, I feel a lot better about going up to the surface and grabbing the orbs of knowledge up there, because there's nobody to be bored about it but me. So, we're in a pretty good position here, equipment-wise, in my opinion. We got a bottle of Berserkium. I don't know really what I intend to do with it. We got some water. We have some Levitatium. We have one of those tablets. I don't really have a big plan for it necessarily. At some point, we'll figure out what these are actually for. Maybe. There'll come a time when I may have to look things up, but I don't think we've reached it yet. As you can see, I've got a primary wand with concentrated light in it, which is a thing I'm a huge fan of. And Spitter Bolt as well, a little bit of close range defense, and it's a pretty effective wand. It's not bad. We have a very short recharge drilling wand, which is great. And you might notice I got kind of a lot of copies of Magic Missile in the previous area. In fact, it's still right over here. In the previous area, the snow area, I found a wand that has 19 capacity. And all 19 of its slots were filled with Magic Missile. Now, I don't think this is actually a very good wand. I mean, it's got low delays, and the charge speed and everything is okay, but, like, what if my wands didn't have Shuffle, right? I probably dislike Shuffle more than is reasonable. So I got a couple of wands here. This is our Super Fighting Wand. It fires 2 Magic Missiles per cast. It'll really blow something up good. And then, honestly, I think there's a pretty good chance we're going to discard this one with 6 charges of Magic Missile sitting in it when we find something else that's good. But, like, I don't have room for more stuff. This has gone okay so far. It seems like a fine combination. You can see I'm still pretty poor on health, unfortunately. And I do believe we're going to reroll. So I did do the Fungal caverns on this run, which is part of why I'm so rich. We can afford to do that a couple of times. Teleport a short distance when an enemy projectile is near. Triple damage when you're low. Spells have lower spread, but push you back further. You know, I don't hate this, but it is a little unpredictable. Let's reroll one more time. Tinker Everywhere is awesome. No more knockbacks, kind of whatever. Pinpoint's pretty unimpressive. Yeah, I like Tinker Everywhere quite a bit. Alright, let us push forward and discover some things. Alright, our initial wand, it's effective at a very long range, and it's real good at breaking stuff. Concentrated Light is a pretty solid digging spell. Although, of course, we have a very strong digging wand, as it is. But unfortunately, we're still not dealing a ton of damage with this. And, like, we have the ability to deal a ton of damage. When we run into an enemy that warrants it, obviously, that double Magic Missile wand is going to do some fine work. Wow. The effective range of that thing is just infinite, huh? The thing is, Concentrated Light might have infinite range. I'm not actually sure. Did I get him? Well, I either got him or I destroyed the platform he was on. Oh, it looks like the latter. There's actually no way to know if that's the one we were shooting at before. Oh, yeah, and then, of course, I got Permanent Shield on the first area, which is always very helpful. Okay, so. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just not a lot of damage. If you're wondering about the Catching on Fire, Concentrated Light sets stuff on fire and occasionally just obliterates enemies, which is a weird thing that I don't remember being the case before. But every once in a while we will hit something with the light and it will just burst into flames, which has also made it an even better digging spell than it might otherwise be, because you can use it to burn through wood and like big piles of gunpowder and stuff, which is a weird thing to be concerned about, I guess. But, you know, honestly, they're pretty common in that second biome. Man. My Permanent Shield's not blocking shit. Feels like I am still taking the full brunt of pretty much everything. Okay, well, he paid the price. Ow. Silly me thinking cover was going to protect me from the electric devil. Now, the good news is, yeah, he's one of those guys who can't fly if he's being shot, and something down there was shooting him repeatedly. And by something, of course, I mean that thing that does that. You know, these guys. I don't really wanna... You know what? Screw it. It gets the job done. You can't say it doesn't. I was not really expecting to catch on fire there. So it's like, we're always so covered in liquids. How could I possibly? So yeah, having done the Fungal caverns again, I feel very confident saying it's just a place where you go to get a hold of a lot of wands in a very small area. And honestly, not a bad thing. It's a place I'm excited to go on a run. Should I just magic missile him? I'm just gonna... Yeah, let's just super missile. Get out of the way. I'm getting coated in oil. The shield's coming through some of the time. I do appreciate when the concentrated light deletes an enemy who is on fire, so we don't have to deal with a flaming corpse. Is that toxic mist? I don't think I actually want that. And yow! 3 spells per cast is cool, but that's a 4-second recharge time. It's difficult to imagine using that very effectively for anything, really. Okay. So, we're already at half health. And I'm thinking... I'm debating whether we need to just go straight down and try to make it to the end of this area or not. I mean, I want to explore. So we know... This is the level where... Yeah. We're in the area where if we went to the top of it, it would be the bridge. I don't think we want to do that. Because I'm pretty sure that boss is just going to kill us. Although, we could bury him in magic missiles and see if that makes a difference. Oh no. He was getting buried in magic missiles. Oh, never mind. The guy was already dead before I even went to shoot them. I don't actually even know what I would use. Oh boy, this feels dangerous. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's a bad time is what it is. Wow, I really thought, foolishly, that moving might cause the sniper to miss me. Alright, shield coming through. Oh! The enemies. The enemies get so dense in that area. It is very difficult. It is very, very difficult to maintain a run through the snowy area if you are... Okay, there we go. That's weird. Sometimes, you know, when you hit new game, the game just resets for no reason at all. It just kills the executable and relaunches. And when it does that, OBS is real leery about picking it back up. It's like, my heart's already been broken once. How could I possibly trust you? What did I grab? Invisibilium? Okay. I have not given Invisibilium much of a, like, serious shot. In part because I find it very difficult to maintain the unstained status. Man, Flamaxium's pretty. But honestly, if I could just be invisible, and just, like, drop through an area like the area that we died in, maybe that'd be okay. So Flamaxium, it has reversed my right and left, although, interestingly, not my vertical controls. It is really pretty stuff, though. I wonder how effective it actually is against enemies. So I assume it has an effect on them, right? Although I doubt it's as clean as just reversing all of their horizontal inputs. Damn it, stop living. Trying to do this very carefully. Did I see? No, I did not. I thought I saw at the edge of the screen down here the hint of another wand. Apparently it was quite a bit further down. Well, I really appreciate how many wands they're showing us here. And how quickly. He's going to end up being able to get up here after all. It's probably for the best. It'll be a little easier for us to fight him if he can hover up to this level. How did they not die to the amount of acid that just came out of him? Well, this is going to make that a little awkward to reach. That said, there's a fair amount of money on the line. Okay, yeah, wow. They're really handed it to us here. I don't know if I think Circle of Thunder is actually any good. Like, I don't know. That might not be a very interesting thing. I'm willing to discard it. Let's see if we can reach this easily. Really? Boy, I'll tell you, if I didn't want that to catch over there, it definitely would have. Alright, well, I guess we'll give that a little bit while to burn, a little bit of a while to burn through. And this is feeling like an okay start, right? I mean, listen, we're not finding any good ones. It's a lot of garbage, but it's still nice to have options. I thought for sure he would die before he got his shot off. Bouncing bolt. Probably not. I don't much like this shuffle wand over here. I mean, like, the value of high capacity is reduced by so much when the thing also has shuffle on it. But I just don't have a use for bouncing bolt. Yeah, I think we'll ignore that. We can hope that that our luck holds, and it just keeps showing us more and more new wands. Even without finding any new wands beyond what we got already, or like without finding any better ones, still, just having an extra bomb wand puts us in a much better position to be able to do cool stuff. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with the situation. Alright, nothing up here. I mean, a lot of different levels of the game seem to have these extra areas off the sides, especially off the left side. What is trapped in there? It's a tiny bit of phlomoxium got into the rock. I assume that, like, the oil burned a pixel-wide hole That's how that happened. So anyway, the point I was making is, we haven't really had much of an opportunity to see, but I'd really love to know if, like, the 4th and 5th area also have these optional side things. Well, I guess we know for sure that the Dragon Cave exists, right? I definitely want to see the Dragon Cave. So maybe for right now, our focus should be just trying to get deep and then pull out to the side afterward. Which has the added benefit of maybe putting a little bit more variety into the series, because we're not just going to be doing the first area over and over again. Alright, weird for this to just be sitting out. It's a shame it's not anything other than teleport bolt, though. And yeah, wow, apparently we are, in fact, going to just keep seeing lots and lots of different, lots of different ones. I am concerned. Let's try to remove this thing from this area, shall we? No, don't. I was hoping it would stay right at the edge there, and then we could run over and shoot it. Although I don't know. Do we know if the Fire Devil will take damage from explosions? I don't. It doesn't sound totally crazy to me that he might be immune. You know, I could see that being the case. Alright, do I feel like I'm covered in blood enough to be fire safe? Probably. Alright, show me something cool. Normal arrow. Nah. Well, hold on. I should probably actually look at the traits of the wand, though. Very fast rate of fire, shuffle, but like, if you just make it one of those wands where you put a lot of basic attacks on it, then you know, I still don't think it's worth picking up. You could get a pretty fast firing wand. You could build yourself a wand that has sort of a medium level of damage by appending a lot of tiny beginner levels of damage onto each other. But I don't know that it's worth the amount of effort it would take to make that happen. Wow, there's a lot of these little purple dudes. Just kind of scattered all over the place. I do wish... Oh, for some reason I was thinking I had killed them. I do wish that I had any grasp at all of the language, because I'm sure the enemies have names that are sensible and interesting, but they all kind of seem incomprehensible to me on account of I don't know like any of the roots of the language or anything. And I would like to be able to talk about them in terms maybe a little bit more official than, you know, the little purple guys. Alright, well, I guess we are going to have to burn through. I suppose it wasn't even really worth looking for a way around. Because, like, we have so many firebolts. Also, man, enemies do not take very much damage from fire, but holy hell, these guys do not have a lot of health. Alright. Speaking of health, ours could be in a better place, but at least we're, like, pretty rich. Bubble Spark's not bad, as far as starting projectiles go. And this wand also has that super fast rate of fire. You know what? I think we're gonna swap. I don't mind I think Spitterbolt's good, but I do think this one's better. Oh, right. Also, there's a trap there, which I was not paying attention to, but which I should have been. Liquid. Never mind. I'm good. Never mind. I'm no longer good. Oh, what a nightmare. Oh, what a nightmare. Alright, 50 health is probably enough for us to go fishing for good stuff a little bit more, right? yeah, I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling strong. We got kind of crummy wands, but we got a lot of them. We got a lot of fire bolts if it comes right down to it, if we find ourselves in a position. You know what? Let's just not have that over by me. That can be over by you guys. So, gunpowder and polymorphine. I guess a gunpowder potion could have its uses. I was employing perhaps not the optimal strategy when one is equipped with a bunch of dynamite. Look at the degree of cowardice. Yeah, what now, smart guy? He is actually just going to hide until he burns out. Oh wow, it went and found water. That's wild. Oh no, oh no. That's dirty pool. It just body rushed me as soon as its health got low so that I would get coated in its blood as it died. Okay, I was gonna say, somehow we managed to avoid getting caught on fire. That's a miracle. Alright, I do believe we have to just take this exit. But hey, that wasn't so bad. We've had it go a lot worse than that. Circle of Displacement. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Glittering Field. Man. And to be honest with you, these all seem pretty bad. Well, one thing we should definitely do is consolidate our firebolts, at the very least. And then, yeah, I kind of think we might not buy any of this. We probably do want to buy just, like, more normal spells to flood this wand with, I guess. Like, little stuff. Yeah, we should be able to do that. So, this is the heavy firebolt, the dropper bolt. Don't necessarily want to do that. I mean, we could throw luminous drill in here, too. Yeah, we just sort of, like, emit an amount of magic. So, I will hold down the button and some stuff will happen. Sure, it's fine. Projectiles phase through you does seem good. Yeah. Right? I love it when things don't hit me. Oh, I also love that. Now, I will say, one of the downsides of us picking up this amount of extra spells for this wand is that its functionality is going to be a little hard to predict for the foreseeable future. Oh, what? That is some bullshit. Does Berserkium put out fire? Nope. Invisibilium? Maybe. Hard to tell. It might have just burned out naturally. That was pretty arbitrary, though. All of a sudden, that thing was consumed with lava. That was some, like, intelligent lava that reacted to our approach. Almost 100 damage. Ugh. Well, I tell you, I would love to do the fungal caverns if we can make it over there. But I'm more than a little bit concerned about our potential for survival. Good news is, we're actually really good at digging. You know, with luminous drill and energy sphere and stuff, we can actually do a lot of damage to basically any structure. Anything short of metal, I think. What? Is that toxic rock? Did we make toxic rock? It was just touching. It was dealing immediate damage to me. Yep, we did, in fact, form some toxic rock. which I guess is done by just getting enough toxic sludge on some rock. Makes sense. Again, the lack of predictability is a little bit of a shame. This whole wall is coal veins, so in theory we should be able to dig through here. It's going to be a little awkward, but our Noita is ready to crouch through. We'll get over there. I do feel like I'm still very bad at the game. And I sort of don't feel like I'm getting a lot better, but I have to say, if you look at the results objectively, like, we're making it down to the second and third area pretty reliably pretty reliably when we're not trying to intentionally do a very difficult thing in the top area. We're getting to see the fungal caverns a lot. Like, clearly I have made progress since the beginning of the episode, or the beginning of the series. It's been incremental enough that it's hard to feel it. I cannot believe you are still alive. Oh boy. It is difficult to stand here. Oh hey, it's our nemesis. Well, I'm inclined to just let him burn to death if he wants to walk around in the coal fire over there. If he dies, do we get a second one eventually? Oh, that's all toxic rock over there. Well, we can carve through this, I guess. There's a little bit of, like, actual rock at the end, but I think the luminous drill, yeah. Luminous drill should make this not a big deal. What a weird wand. Ugh. So much blood and fluid and garbage. What is going on here? That's all flammable gas? Ugh, I didn't pick up any water anywhere. Is this working? This is working. It is rinsing it off, I think. Actually, maybe not. It was, and then it stopped. How did I would like to disagree about having gotten more sludge on me. Okay, that just went clean through me, and if it hadn't, I'd be dead right now. Hooray for phasing. Okay, I was gonna say, this dude's gotta be right on the edge of dead. But unfortunately, same. Unfortunately, me too. Just take some cover under here. Wow, that did not work. I still took very nearly all of the damage. Well, our goal now is just to make it to the bottom. But, boy, it's looking like a bit of a tall order. These little dudes are a real concern when you're at 1 HP. Okay. Everything's fine. We are definitely going to make it out of here and survive. Think about all the HP we'll have. Think about how mighty we will be on the other side of all of this misery. I got killed by a guy from off screen. Enemies should have attack range that scales with the ratio of the dimension they're shooting at you from. Like, things coming at you from above and below should just have, you know, approximately 50% range. If they want to get that good range, they gotta fight you in the dimension that your monitor is wide in. Alright, I know that this is a little bit shorter, but this is where we're gonna have to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, there's probably, if you really want to look at it and do the numbers of how far we're getting, there's probably good evidence here that I am improving. But I'd be lying if I said I felt it, and I'm getting a little frustrated with not with the game, but with my lack of improvement at the game. So I'm going to spend some time this weekend thinking about how I can consistently play better, what strategies I could be applying. And when you come back on Monday, you will see me put all of it into action. It's going to be glorious. And we'll see you then.